Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, you're watching me, aren't you? Yeah, I see you people out there. Yeah, I'm streaming live. Yes, sirree, Bob. What I'm doing here, I'm just getting my chat ready for the live stream. I'll shrink that window down. We got the chat going. Test it. T-E-S-T. Yep, works. Okay, good. We're all set. How's everybody doing tonight? Did you see my quick little video I did a little while ago about the FEMA test on October 4th? Yes, October 4th, there's going to be a FEMA test, and it's going to be a biggie. They're going to be, why isn't my monitor window coming up? Let's close that window. View monitors. Why isn't the monitor window appearing on my screen? Oh, well. Hey, so I've started the net. My call sign's Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. I am your net control station for tonight for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net. And I'm about to start taking early check-ins, and you guys can watch. So let's switch over to the net stream so you can see what the heck's going on. You got the radio in the middle. You'll see when people key their mics, how far away they are from me and what their call sign is. And you'll watch the net logger window where I put people's call signs in when they check in. So now we're going to start taking early check-ins. Good evening, everyone. This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. I'll be your net control station for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net tonight, what month is it? Oh, it's September. That's right. It's my birthday month. September 14th, 2023. 8 p.m. we're going to start the net. Anybody want to check in early, come now. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Just give me your call sign and I'll get you a net logger.
KO4PDI. Mobile standing by.
Good evening, Alan. Good to hear you.
W3 Charlie Fox.
W3 Charlie Fox. Got you in the book.
And 2 MSP. November Mike Sierra Papa. In and out.
Good evening.
KM4ZGY.
KM4ZGY, I got you. And Don, I got you too. In and out. By the way, if any of you are watching on YouTube, you can chat with me on YouTube. I'll see it, and I can put it up on the screen like this. Sam Weaver did it before. There's where he said hi to me before. So, yeah, we can get you on the screen if you you have a question or anything like that. Type it in the chat on YouTube, and I can answer you. I'm now listening for early check-ins. We got 3. So my buddy Jim, ND1C, is up in Elkhart, Indiana. He tested a whole bunch of people that want to get their new license, and I think he got 6 techs pass their test, which is really cool. We got 6 more license holders up in Elkhart, Indiana, but that's not necessarily where they're from. They're part of a Montana group. Montana Trailers has a big shindig. Hold on a second. My phone is sending a giant text message. Oh, I must have hit voice on my phone. And it was, look at this, it was recording everything. I was saying, if I did anything, I would have sent that to Jim. He would have been pissed if I sent that to him. All right, make sure that's off. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, let's see again. We'll give a call out again, see if anybody wants to come on. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India here on your net control station for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net. Here on the Wires X Room, 80751, and also on Echolink, KB4JDE is the repeater there if you'd like to get in on Echolink. Any more check-ins? KO4PDI. It's going to be a slow night. I asked the guys from Michigan to come on. They might come on. They have a net that starts at 7 and usually goes till about 8 o'clock. And then Walt and Andy and a couple other guys, they bounce over here to our net. It would be nice if they did it again tonight. I'm going to have some pretty important announcements I'm going to be bringing up on the net tonight, so you want to stay and watch, because once the net starts, I'll start giving out the important announcements. By the way, check that out right there. Like that. That was from Brian. I met him at Huntsville, and he made that for me. If you look at it close, it says Ham Radio Fun, KO4PDI, with a antenna tower, some lightning bolts coming out, and on the bottom it has ARRL, Parks on the Air, and AMSAT logos. It's pretty nice. Nice little night light and enhancement to the ham shack. And I started putting stickers on the cabinet behind it so it looks like the side of a NASCAR. With all the sponsors, although those guys aren't sponsoring me. I'm unsponsored right now. Let's make another call out for early check-ins. We got 4 minutes till we start the net. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, your net control station for this evening's Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net. If you'd like to participate, give me your call sign. I'll add you to the list, and we'll call on you in appropriate time. There'll be a lot of important, very important announcements tonight, dealing with FEMA, FCC, and a bunch of other stuff that's going on, what's legal and what's not legal as far as Part 97, using your radio. So you want to stay tuned for the information I'm going to be giving out today. KO4PDI, any early check-ins for the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? Nothing happened right now. Check this out. I got this radio. This is a cute Wax-On radio, a Woshan or Whiskey Oscar uniform, X-ray uniform Navy. Yeah, that's the new radio. It is a 6-watt handheld quad band. And I'm looking forward to using this for satellites. Haven't gotten a programming cable yet. Once I do, I'll program it. But this is a pretty hefty little radio. Pretty durable. Works really good. So, yeah, look forward to a video on how I use this for satellites. All right, and you're going to hear something really cool. Right now, it's hooked up to my All-Star link. And at 8 o'clock, it's going to tell us what time it is. So we'll listen for that. Any second now. Come on, baby. Is it 8 o'clock yet? Let's check the time on the computer. That's the most accurate. No, according to the computer, it's only 7:58. My one clock over there says it's almost 8 o'clock. It's 7:58. This is hooked up to the internet. I mean, not the internet. It's hooked up to the All-Star node is hooked up to the internet, and this is hooked up to the All-Star node. So the time is accurate on here. It will come on and say it, and I'll key the mic and transmit that when it does. It's fun. So yeah, what we'll be talking about tonight on the net is a FEMA emergency alert system test that's coming, and some other stuff. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. As you know, on all my YouTube videos, if you go to the where it says show more underneath the video, the description of the video, all the links to all the discounts you can get through my codes are listed there. So feel free to go there and get some discounts on coax, ham radio prep, or even.
Good evening.
Oh.
The time is 8 p.m. KO4PDI.
Ladies and gentlemen, the All-Star link just said it's 8 o'clock. That means it's time to start the Honey Badgers of Flagler County net. How you doing, everyone? This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. I will be your net control station, and I'll be taking check-ins. But before we do, is there a need for any emergency traffic on our frequencies? Come now. Hearing none, I'll start the net how I always start the net, with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me if you'd like. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And on that note, let's see if we got anybody else that showed up while I was shooting my mouth off at the beginning there. Anybody want to check in to the Honey Badgers of Flagler County net? Come now.
NP20 and NP2SJ.
Good evening, Pat. I got you and your lovely wife in the book. You're here. Thanks. MP20, what was your wife's call sign again?
NP2SJ, Foxtrot Juliet.
All right, Pat, I got you there. Thank you. Anyone else want to check into the Honey Badgers of Flagler County net? Come now.
Whiskey Bravo 4 Alpha Diesel, started before I record.
All right, Chuck, I got you in the book. You're in. All right, not hearing anybody else. Why don't we get started? I'm going to start with the important information first. Yes, I could self-promote, but no, that's not what I'm going to do right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I was watching YouTube and found out that FEMA is planning a nationwide emergency alert test for October 4th. Please tell everyone you know that this is going to happen. At 2:30 in the afternoon, October 4th, they will conduct a test of all televisions, radios, cell phones, any device that uses wireless technology will be tested. So expect an interruption because the test is supposed to last 30 minutes, according to what they say. If it turns out that because of a weather emergency or some other national emergency that October 4th they can't do this, they're going to do it October 11th. I just find the dates amazing. 10-4, over and out. Yeah, I wouldn't put anything past these people, what they might do. But just let your friends and neighbors know that on October 4th at 2:20 or so in the afternoon, all their televisions, radios, handheld devices, cell phones, they're all going to go zap, and you're going to hear an emergency broadcasting message on it that tells you it's a test and that no action is necessary. That is what's going to happen October 4th. They announced this on October 3rd, but I only heard somebody mention it today. So, yeah, that's something you got to remember. How you doing? Sam Weaver just joined us on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Sam, for coming by. I'm streaming live on YouTube. If you'd like to watch what's going on, you can go back and watch it later after I'm off the air, or you can do it right now. Just remember, it's delayed. So it's going to be a delay. All right. On that note, that was the most important thing I wanted to announce. I have more, but I'll do that later. What I'm going to do now is start on the list with Alan, KN4ZGY. Alan, it's your turn. Go right ahead.
Yeah, very fun. Also, everyone with a smartphone has known recently that they've received an update within the past month, and that's pertaining to this test, if you will, by FEMA. So your device has been updated to allow you to turn off this information just completely. So Google your device on how to disable this nonsense, and you won't be bothered by any of it. So also with that, our lovely people over at the FCC have awakened from the slumber of sleeping on the desk and wiped the spit off their face, and they've been using direction finding, and they've been going after some high power stations, and so that's happening, and it's happening more and more, almost to where it's a weekly occurrence now. So I'm sure they found a way to start extorting money from radio operators. Anyway, good to hear everybody. KO4PDI.
Thank you very much, Alan. I know my phone, you can disable it. You have two different things you could disable. Either the, I think you can disable like the missing persons things and stuff like that, but the emergency broadcast system, you can do that too, but I highly suggest not disabling that because there may come a time you wish you had it because things are not so kosher lately. I'll just put it that way. All right, next on the list, the handsome, debonair W3 Charlie Fox. You may have talked to him if you ever called Gigaparts tech support or you were going to buy something and talk to a tech guy. You might have talked to Doug. W3 Charlie Fox. It's your turn, Doug. Go ahead.
Mike, you're funny. Everybody knows that's not untrue. Or that is untrue. Well, good evening, everybody. I spent the entire day cleaning this shack from Apex to the other end. Threw a bunch of stuff away, and now it looks pretty good. I just got a 65-inch monitor here in the shack for Geocron and whatever else I decide to put on it. Right now I've got Newsmax on it, but another nice addition to the shack. So we're building slow but sure. I'm especially jealous of SSG. Got a new amplifier over there, state-of-the-art, big-time amplifier. And it's nice to hear all you guys. God bless. Have a good evening. KO4 Papa Delta India, W3 Charlie Fox.
W3 Charlie Fox, KO4PDI. Thank you, Doug, for joining us today. I got more important stuff to talk about later, so you might want to hang out for a little while. All right, Don said he was in and out. Don, are you still in and out, or do you have something you want to say? I'm going to give you a shot just in case. All right. Don's not coming back to me, so I guess he was serious about that in and out thing. All right, before I start taking, the next person we're going to be going to is Pat. But before I get to him, is there anyone else that would like to check in to the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? All right, it's going to be a short night. Next, we're going to go to Pat, NP20. Are you there, Pat, or were you in and out? I wasn't sure. Come on back if you got something to say.
Yeah, I'm still here, Mike. Just hanging in there, taking care of the chickens while ND1C is off RVing and trying to stay out of the heat as much as I can. Been watching your show. It's still I like your show on YouTube. So keep it up. Good work. And other than that, I'm just hanging in there. Talk to you later. NP20.
Thank you, Pat, for joining us this evening. Give your lovely wife a hug and tell her I said hello. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, I've been kind of busy with the web page and with YouTube. I actually got the YouTube thing down pretty good right now. It's just a matter of perfecting it and honing my skills on it a little bit better. I'm going to need a new computer, though. All right, before we get to our last participant, WB4AIZ, who's on Echolink, I will get to you in a second, Chuck. I want to make an announcement. I was contacted by the president of a local club, not Palm Coast, another club, and told to refrain from mentioning to people on the net that I have discount codes that they can get to buy different items involving ham radio. Coax, I can get you a discount on ABR Industries, 10% off the price of whatever it is you order. I can get you a 20% discount on ham radio prep, and I can get you a 5% discount on EMP Shield. Somebody said I'm violating Part 97 of the FCC rules on ham radio and what you can do, and I said, no, I'm not. But maybe they're right. Let me do a little investigating. So I went and I read Part 97. I didn't find anything in there that I violated. So then I talked to a bunch of people that have like 40 years as ham radio operators, and they all said I did nothing wrong. And then I said, you know what? That's not good enough. I called the section manager to the ARRL, Steve, KO4AFL, and I spoke to him on the phone. He said, if you're not giving out prices or you're not doing anything like that, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with telling people they can get a discount. Now, do I make money if you buy something from one of these discount codes? Yes. Oh my God, I have the millions stored in a mattress in my guest room. Oh, now you know where it is. You're going to go cut open my mattress. But actually, I don't. I made $5.82 so far. So if anybody wants $5.82, I'll send it to you. Otherwise, shut up. There's nothing wrong with me giving out my codes. You don't want to use it? Don't use it. Pay full price for whatever it is you're buying. But there is nothing wrong with telling you about codes that I worked with vendors to get in order to get my followers and on Facebook and YouTube and to get them a little bit of a discount because it's just something nice I'm doing for everybody. So remember that. When you hear somebody doing that, look at all these YouTube guys. I said to the president of this club, if what you're saying is true, then you can never announce a swap meet. You can never announce a ham radio festival. You can never announce a get-together where you have to pay for food or whatever. You can't do any of that. Does that sound normal to you? Not to me. So I wanted to make sure I got this thing straightened out right in the beginning because a lot of YouTube guys get this from people, from sad hams that have nothing better to do than to piss and moan about what you're doing because they're jealous. So don't worry about it. If I give out a code, there's nothing illegal about it. I'm not violating Part 97 or anything. On that note, I will go to our last person we have, Chuck, who's getting to us from Florida here. Chuck, WB4AIZ, it's your turn. Go right ahead. Whiskey Bravo 4 Alpha India Zulu. Whiskey Bravo 4 Alpha India Zulu. Chucky, you're still there. I see you're still logged into Echolink. Come on, it's your turn.
WB4AIZ. I don't know what's going on with her Echolink. Or what the deal is. I wasn't getting complete penetration, that's why I waited. But, anyways, greetings and felicitations from all my good stuff. Just keep ready for the, kickoff of the, let's see, Philadelphia Vikings game. Bingo, and private video. So, anyways, it just started. So, anyways, not a whole lot going on. So, just wanted to say hi. I've been before I was.
All right, Chuck, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Is there anyone else that would like to check into the Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? KO4PDI here. I'm your net control station. Come now with your call sign.
WB8E Whiskey Bravo 8 Echo. The name is Walt.
There's our buddy from Michigan.
Hey, Mike. Kilo Echo 4 Yankee Alpha Foxtrot. I've got nothing. I'm in and out. It's a bunch of rain today. Wow. 7-3 up.
All right, I got Walter and I got Ray. And Ray, you're in and out. And Walter, glad you came by. What do you got going on tonight? Tell us about your... Walter was on a net earlier, the Zombie Alert net, and the topic was, what did you do when you got your driver's license when you were a teenager? It was a nice topic. Go ahead, Walter. It's your turn. Take it away.
Well, good evening, Mike. Everybody in the area down there in Florida. It's dark now. It's getting darker, getting a little bit cooler. I think when I run the net, we're going to see if what kind of winter will we have this year, our season. Many decades ago, I used to sell snowboards for Sears Roebuck in the Metro Detroit area. We had real winters, real snow. Snow was on the ground all the season. Lately, what we've had in the last number of decades is just snow, and it melts in 2 days. Very, very different. Saturday, we're going to go to a local park here, and people probably heard me mention we put on what we call Lark in a Park. And last Saturday, we had 17 people show up. I think 6 or 7 stations on the air. Went through a bunch of hot dogs. Here in Michigan area, when winter comes in, we just don't do it anymore. We used to go out on the ice. I'm serious. Put out ice shanties on Lake St. Clair, but those days are gone. The aging of the hobby. Back to net control. Everybody stay safe. WPAE.
Hey, Walter, thanks for coming into the net tonight from Michigan. I was hoping some more would show up, but that's all right. Is there anyone else wants to check in? KO4PDI, your net control station. Come now. All right. I'm not hearing anything. Okay. Whiskey 3 Charlie Fox, are you watching my net stream on your giant new 65-inch TV? That would be cool. I'd be life-size in your garage. I guess he dropped off.
Mike, I wasn't. I'm here waiting to watch the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings go toe-to-toe. So I know I had you down and just listening in the background, all the folks checking in, and we wish them all the best. And, we got to send prayers out for our folks on the road, all right? So prayers for everybody. KO4PDI, W3 Central Florida. I'll be QRT now.
All right, Doug, thanks for coming tonight. QRT sounds good to me. I'm going to be doing that myself, and I'll be in bed probably in an hour. This is KO4PDI. Last call. Anybody want to check in? KO4PDI. Give me a call sign right now. KB4JDE. KB4JDE. Was that you? Do you coming in? You want to come in, or was that somebody on your Echolink connection?
Oh, that was me. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to you, Mike. Hope all is well, and everybody else is all is well. KB4JDE, just checking in. Good evening.
Thank you for the check-in, Ben. By the way, everybody, KB4JDE is not just the call sign for the Echolink. That's Ben's call sign, and I thank him greatly for hooking up Echolink into our room. And Ben, I'm going to be picking your brains. I got my All-Star node working. Woohoo! Now I want to figure out how to tie it into our room so people on D-Star and possibly just people with the ability to get into YSF rooms will be able to get into our net. Working on that combination and that bridge, and I'll let you know how it comes out. I got a couple of guys helping me that know how to do it. Just a couple of things we got to do. First thing we got to do is get an XLX room, and that's it. All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Remember the test on October 4th, so you know what's happening. And that's about it. KO4PDI, thank you very much for coming. You're welcome to come here every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Right now it's Eastern Daylight Time. In a couple of weeks, it'll just be Eastern Time. But you're welcome to come here. And if you have a geochron, take a look at it and check out how close, how almost vertical the shadow on the Earth is at this time of year. When it's perfectly vertical, that will be the, what do they call it? The vernal equinox, I believe. And then that's the first day of spring. I mean, of fall. So get used to it. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody, for coming. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, wishing you all a wonderful evening. And I'll be closing the net and returning everything to its normal operating setup. KO4PDI, I'll be clear. Take care. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Mike, for running in that. Very good. Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Ben. All right, everybody, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you all for coming and watching. Remember, discounts on Ham Radio Prep, discounts on ABR Industries, and discounts on EMP Shield. I'll be posting the links, or look at one of my other videos and you'll see it. KO4PDI. Good night.